And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the...
He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Going to the run, it's Morris. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Right back to the well. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes a man miss. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. Runs through the tackle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense in a split backfield. Finding open areas. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Galloway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense. He might want another play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quickly complete. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make Matt. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's in for the touchdown.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Harden. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Cooper. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. Complete in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Well, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Lowers those pads. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harden. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Takes a handoff. It's Galloway. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pound their way in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need? Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play on that fourth down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got out of trouble and throws.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This
gets away from what? Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Perhaps It's a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Caught in the backfield. It's Brinson. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Caught in the backfield, it's right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to pass their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. And they're in for a touchdown.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the postgame.
There he goes. Running through contact. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. With the run on first and goal. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.